Weekly planner versus daily planner. Which one's better? Does one sell more than the other? Let's weigh in. Let's play a little this or that planner edition. The answer to the question, which planner is best, a weekly planner or a daily planner, is completely subjective to each individual's opinions and planning style. We're all different. All of our lives are different. And so our planning styles are going to be different too, which is why there can be so many planners on the market and maybe you still haven't found the one that works best for you. And that's why you're thinking of creating one. I'm with you, my friend, and I'm cheering you on and can't wait to see what you come up with. Hey there, I'm Heather Harris, founder of Copper Bottom Design Co., a boutique product development agency that specializes in planner design and overseas manufacturing. For the past 20 years, I've been helping some of the best known planner brands make beautiful and functional day planners. And over those 20 years, I've come to learn the differences between daily and weekly planners, and I've got some thoughts. But first, I want to know your preference. Are you team daily or team weekly? Tell me in the comments. Let's start off with weekly planners. What makes them great? Personally, a weekly planner is my favorite, although I have been known to use a monthly planner lately with work, which is odd. Never thought I'd be a monthly planner person, but here we are. Anyway, habitually, I gravitate towards weekly planners. Now, that's just me, but I kind of assume that my reasoning is similar to a lot of people out there. I like to see my whole week at once. I like to see everything that is going on, what I have in store. I'm not the kind of person that journals in my planner. I don't write down every little detail. I usually make my lists in a separate sticky note or notebook and don't put it all in my planner. The weekly format works really well for me, where I can just put my appointments, certain hot priorities and things to do that day and move on. When I say the opinion or the bestseller is really subjective to each individual, you can loop these people into customer bases. So I want to give you some case studies here. For example, Mom Agenda. This was a planner made for moms that need to plan the schedules of a busy family and a family of up to 4 kids. Moms have a lot going on in their lives. They may have a full-time job, or their full-time job may be being a mom. Regardless, their days are filled with all sorts of activities, whether it's appointments to go to, meetings, volunteer opportunities, kids' practices, you name it, mom is busy. Early on, Nina, the owner and founder of Mom Agenda, did focus groups of a bunch of moms and found out that they all like to see the week at a time. This way they can plan. They know what's coming up in the next days. They know if they need to get a babysitter or sign up for a carpool or do a takeout or a pizza dinner one night. Seeing the whole week at a time was extra helpful for mom to kind of coordinate everybody's busy schedules rather than doing it on the fly. Think of a weekly planner as like a little bit of a bird's eye view of everything that's going on. This can be super helpful if you have a lot of activities. A daily planner, on the flip side, really is focusing one day on a page. So there's extra space for notes, journaling, things like that. I think a daily planner is very well suited for somebody who is super busy or into list making. They want to write down their routines, have the satisfaction of checking everything off. Maybe they write their grocery lists, their household chores list. Maybe they write meeting notes in their planner on that day. It could be somebody who's in maybe an HR capacity and they need to write notes for their daily meetings and keep a track of what happened when. A daily planner is really a micro focus rather than that bird's eye of the weekly. You're really honing in on that day and what's happening on that day. Can also be used for somebody in a profession that maybe is a dog groomer or a dentist or a hairstylist, somebody that has a ton of appointments at all those time slots. A daily planner could be much better suited for that profession or planning style. In these two cases that I just described for the weekly user versus the daily user, there's no way to say it's best. I mean, for the mom, maybe it's best that it's a weekly planner, but maybe for the hairstylist, it's best that it's a daily planner. Really, the answer to your question is not exactly what you're looking for. I'm sure you were hoping that I would just say, do the weekly planner, that's going to make you more money. That's not really the case. I think one that is adapted specifically to your audience is going to make you the most money and be your best seller. Some things to note. I want to talk to you about the production of a weekly planner versus a daily planner. Now, if you're just starting out and you really don't know which is going to be best for your audience, then you have some choices to make. And this information about production of each one could be helpful. Weekly planners by nature are thinner because you're looking at a week on a spread. So there would be less spreads than your daily planner because you're looking at the days instead of consolidating them into the week. So naturally, daily planners are thicker and more expensive to produce because they have more pages than the weekly planner. So it's something to think about if you're just starting out, or if you're an artist that is making a planner to showcase your artwork on the cover, a la rifle paper, then perhaps a weekly planner is the way to go because that's going to be a less expensive entry into the planner world. Along with the thickness of the planner comes the weight. So this again would be a pro for a weekly planner because it'll be less expensive to ship. It weighs less. However, really think about it, because if it's not best suited for your audience, you might save a little money on printing the weekly planner, but not be able to sell it because your audience would really prefer a daily. In the end, you have to do what's best for your customer and cater to them. They're who are going to make you the money and buy your items. So know your audience, specifically cater to your audience. I've made a lot of videos on how to come up with your unique planning philosophy. There's a playlist that I'll link below with all of those videos in it. And this should really help you hone in your unique planning philosophy that's going to best serve your audience. I really want to help you make an educated decision about this so that you can do what's best for you and make the most money you can. We want to grow your business. If you already think that you know which way you want to go, weekly or daily, and you have your planning philosophy honed in, check out my website. I have 6 free resources that are going to help you develop your planner. So step number 1 is watch that watch list on how to create your unique planning philosophy, and then download those freebies from my website. See you next time.